actively snowing. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Heather if you're new here. I'm in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, alone. I told you guys a couple weeks ago that Taylor, one of my best friends, and I were going on a trip to Oregon that we had planned. We were going to be going to Bend, Oregon, Sisters, Oregon area. I used to live there back in, I can't remember if it was 2021 or 2022. One of those years. When I was doing van life, I was like parked up there for like 9 months and I just like stayed there. Made such a great community there, had some really great friends there. I was really excited to go back this week so I could not only see the beautiful Bend, because if you've never been there before, it's stunning, it's so gorgeous, but also see some of my friends that I haven't seen in a bit, and also see Taylor, who lives in California and I don't get to see that often. And at this point, Taylor's my sister, so that was like really the kicker. Let me back up a little bit. I drove to Nashville, Tennessee this past week on Friday because I had a wedding event on Friday for the wedding, and then the wedding was on Saturday. So I was in town Friday, stayed in a hotel that night. I closed out my Twilight vlog in that hotel room, had the wedding on Saturday. My plan was to fly out of Nashville and go to Oregon from there. But with us having a connecting flight, and when I'm filming this, the government is still shut down. With the government shut down, we were not able to get there. And then also, Taylor was just gonna fly here and then come with me on this little like side quest that I ended up coming up with on late Saturday night. I made these plans. It was best for Taylor to stay back in California because she was also concerned, like, what if I fly out there and I actually can get a direct flight out there and then I cannot get back? Such a valid worry. So I am now on a solo trip alone in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I'm still in the same state. I have my car with me, no flights were involved, and I'm just gonna be making the most out of this week alone on a solo trip that I was not planning. I was not planning to be alone this week, but it's okay. We're gonna make it okay. So Saturday night, I ended up staying with a friend of a friend, and late that night at literally 11:30 p.m. I booked this place, woke up the next morning, came here, and here we are. And I'm gonna be here until probably Wednesday night, not too long. I have a dog sitter this week too, so I wasn't about to just go back to Memphis. I was like, I need to figure out something to do because I've been planning to have this time off. I took time off from the bookstore after working literally 7 days in a row. I was like, this is my time to not be around my animals, not be in the town that I've been living in, and just have some fun. So that brings us to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I have never been here before. If you guys remember, I took a solo trip last year to Charlottesville, Virginia. The way this trip is already going so far, and honestly the landscape of everything where I am, looks the exact same. I feel this weird sense of deja vu to last year's trip, and I'm pretty sure I was wearing this exact hoodie on last year's solo trip I took. I'm not doing anything today because I did not check the weather and it is snowing. I was not expecting it to snow at all, and I had to drive up the mountain, one of the mountains, to get to where I am. I just don't feel comfortable driving down it. So we're not going anywhere today. I'm just gonna hang out here. My view is gorgeous. I've been having a really chill, slow morning. It is like 12:30 right now. Seriously, like the slowest, coziest morning. Made my coffee, made my breakfast, went outside, frolicked in the snow for a little bit, watched the rest of Notting Hill, which I started last night, finished it up this morning. Such a good movie, truly so good. I did pack a crochet project with me that I already finished this morning. I told you guys I was working on a headscarf. It's like a scarf hood combo for Taylor. I have yet to finish it, so I brought the yarn and I was like, I'm just gonna finish it on this trip and then I'll give it to her at the end of the trip. Well, it's a good thing I'm not even gonna see her because it's not gonna be done on this trip because I ran out of yarn, and I hope I can find the label for this yarn that I'm using because I got this at Joann's, so I don't even know where to buy it anymore. I think I still have the label of the yarn at home. I crocheted a little bit more of the scarf. I think I want to add, where did I end off at? Oh, I ended off right there. I think I'm going to add a couple more rows. I'm going to try and get to like right there. Need to get more yarn. So no longer doing this. I did do my word search this morning. I haven't read it all. I do plan to read Lost Gods by Brahm. Let me grab it. I don't know how far I'm going to get into this. I just finished Eclipse the other day, and honestly, that book just put me, oh my gosh, it's snowing so hard right now. There's like flurries blowing everywhere. Eclipse put me in a slump, and not the good kind. Not the kind of slump where it's like, this book was so good I can't read anything else because nothing else can compare. Truly the polar opposite. So I don't know how far I'm going to get into Lost Gods, but I'm hoping to get a little bit done. Ideally, in a perfect world, I would get 250 pages this week while I'm here. Get halfway. It's like a 500-page book. Brahm, as most of you guys know, wrote Slewfoot, Krampus. He also has these two books, but I haven't read these. He might have more. If he does, I'll put the others on the screen as well. I've read these two. Loved them so much. With Christmas right around the corner, please add Krampus to your TBR. It is so good. The main character in this, his name is Chet. I believe he goes to purgatory, like into one of the circles of hell, help his family in some way. That's really all I know. Fresh out of jail and eager to start a new life, Chet Moran and his pregnant wife Trish leave town to begin again. But an ancient evil is looming, and what seems like a safe haven may not be all it appears. Snared and murdered by a vile arcane horror, Chet quickly learns that pain and death are not unique to the living. Now the lives and very souls of his wife and unborn child are at stake. To save them, he must journey into the bowels of purgatory, there it is, in search of a sacred key promised to restore the natural order of life and death. Art is so cool and so eerie. Actually, one of the tattoo artists that I now use in Memphis, his art kind of reminds me of Brahms, and that's like one of the biggest reasons why I started getting tattooed by him, and I'm probably going to get a couple other pieces done by him soon. I love whatever this style of artwork is called. I just think it's stunning. Let me give you guys a little tour of my place. So you walk in the front door, and immediately right here we have this small kitchen. I love that little stove. I love that little stove. We have the living room right here. The fireplace is supposed to work, but the remote is a little bit wonky. So I haven't been able to turn it on, but they said that it would work. Then over here, we just have the bathroom. There's really nothing like crazy special about it. It's just like a small little bathroom. And then we have the bedroom. I got out every single blanket that was in this closet behind me and put it on me last night because I was cold. There's this door right here, but you're not supposed to open it. If you like step a little close to it, you can feel that like a little bit of air is coming in. And with it being so cold out here, it was like seeping in. I was like, I'm freezing. I'm so cold. So I pulled out every blanket. I think that couch in the living room turns into a sleeper, or it's a sleeper sofa. It turns into a bed. So they had like 3 blankets in there and then a quilt, the one that I have in the living room with me right now. And then there is a balcony over here. It's right behind me. I'm not stepping out there. I just stepped out there a little bit ago because it said feel 12 and I was like, feel is 12? What do you mean? And my toes are still cold. On the way to Nashville, I was a little bit early to Friday's event for my friend's wedding. So I did pop into Goodwill to do a little bit of thrifting. And then I also did a little bit of thrifting on the way out to Gatlinburg yesterday because check-in was at 4 o'clock for this place. And I was running like an hour and a half ahead of schedule. So I was like, let me just pop into this Goodwill. When I tell you I got so much stuff and I hit the jackpot, I have not had a good thrift haul in a long time, and it's kind of been frustrating because I love thrifting. I love having thrifted clothes over newer clothes. Like, I do buy new clothes, but I prefer my clothes to look like a little bit lived in. It's just what I prefer, and I think I hit the jackpot. This entire thing is full of thrifted clothes. First up, we have some Christmas shirts. I love a good holiday themed shirt, and I found 3 really cute ones. I got this one, has these cardinals on it, and then another holiday one that I got is this red one, kind of like a velvet Christmas tree as well. This is my favorite out of the holiday shirts that I got because I'm not sure if you're gonna be able, oh, you can tell, yeah, it's bright enough. There is this holiday detail on just one sleeve, not on the other one. It's just on the one, but I kind of like that. I got this, and it's a little velvety. Perfect. It's perfect. This olive green top, it's a button up, and it has some cuts at the side, so it kind of will go like out this way and that way, and I love it. It's the perfect amount of oversized, and I also really love green on me. I'm starting to realize, ever since I wore that Lisa Says Gall sweater, I realized that green really brings out my eyes, and I just really like the way that I look in green. I also like the way that I look in kind of like a plum, purple, red. Red doesn't bring out my eyes, but it's just like a pop of color that I really like. And black. I got a plain black cardigan. I have another plain black cardigan, but I found this one, and it's from J. Crew, and my other one is starting to pill like a little bit, and this is fitted a little bit differently than the other one that I have. The other one is a little bit too big on me, and this fits me perfectly. I got this striped oversized long sleeve just for, you know, casual hanging out. Ooh, this is one of my favorite finds. I love a sweatshirt that goes up here, kind of has like a turtleneck look, and it's zip up. So I got this 3/4 zip. It is a Columbia sweatshirt. Kind of reminds me of that Miu Miu one that a lot of influencers wear that I love, but girl, I can't afford Miu Miu. Columbia, $2, second best. I got these 3/4 pants, which when I was buying these, I was like, I really hope they fit. I did the like around the neck test, and I also was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, surely like these will fit. They fit me perfectly. And the vibe with this was very much this. And then I got this purple sweater, just kind of like a throw over sweater. I don't wear purple too often, but this shade of purple kind of drew me in, giving me like a whimsical witchy look, and I liked it. One of my other favorite finds that fits me so well, it's from the brand Newport News, and is 100% leather, and it is just this green leather jacket. It fits me perfectly. It fits me perfectly, and it's so cute, and it doesn't like hug my shoulders too tight. This is gonna be so cute. I can't wait to wear it. I did think I was going to see Taylor at the first thrift store, so I bought her this t-shirt. Taylor, if you're watching this, you'll get it when you get it. And then the last 2 sweaters that I got, actually, the more that I look at them, the less that I like them, but I got them anyways. I got this one. No, I actually kind of like this one. I didn't try this on all the way because yesterday I was having a hard time getting it over my head, and my bangs were like in my eyes, and I was a little overstimulated, and I was also getting too warm because I just turned the heat on. So I hope this fits. This next one, I do stand by. I don't know if I actually like this. I just kind of bought it. It's this J. Crew sweater, but it feels like it has, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna put the word on the screen. I cannot think of it, but it feels like it has this in it. So I'm keeping it at the bottom, and I honestly am just gonna donate it. This will not be worn, but I did buy it simply because I liked the color. And the last thing that I got is this 3/4 sleeve Henley top. It's from Old Navy, and it fits me perfectly. I do like the V on this. I tend to not like a V cut, but the V cut is growing on me because I do have that tattoo there now, and I love to show her off. I love when she's showing. Good morning, everyone. Made it through the snowstorm. Made it through yesterday, which yesterday was so enjoyable. I just spent all day reading, finishing up crocheting, as you guys saw, chilling, watching movies. I watched this really good movie last night with Paul Rudd in it. It was like an early 2000s rom-com. I can't remember the name of it, but the FMC of it was like a cougar like 11 years older than Paul Rudd, and it was so fucking good. I want to watch it again tonight, and honestly I might. Today is my last full day here. I'm really not here for long. I only had like 2 full days and 2 half days, so technically 3 full days here. I'm gonna go explore
today. That's the plan. I've already seen some people leave this morning. I just saw a person drive in, and I see some other people in front of me that are prepping to leave. So I think the roads are going to be fine. I am a little bit scared. I'm just going to drive super slow. Like, I do have to go really downhill to get to wherever I want to go after this. So we're just gonna drive slow, and thank God my vehicle has all-wheel drive. Shout out to my Subaru, and I have a Wilderness, so it should be ready for this. It should be fine. I'm gonna go to Gatlinburg first. I'm gonna go downtown. I found an antique store that's down there. It doesn't open till 12. It's currently 10 a.m. But I also found some other like Mystic and just like fun looking stores that open at 10 a.m. So I'm gonna head down there, probably spend 4 hours like in Gatlinburg, and then I'm thinking at 2 o'clock or maybe a little bit before 2 o'clock, I'm just gonna go drive through the Great Smokies, and there's a couple lookout points that I want to go to. I wish I was prepped and like had the stuff to go on a hike, but I just don't have the proper clothing to go on a hike here with how cold it is. I was just not prepared for this. So no hiking for me. That's totally okay. But I am gonna go like look around and look at some lookouts and just, I don't know, see what I get up to. I love driving around and listening to music, so either way I'm happy. I do wish I could go on a long walk, but it's too cold. I did some yoga yesterday, which was really, really great. Just like some good movement since I sat on the couch all day. Might do a little yoga tonight. We'll see. First place I'm gonna go to is this Mystic shop. Let me see what the name of it is. It's called Mystic Moon Celtic Fair. And the other places that are on my radar that I want to go to, that I have saved, I only saved 3 places. Smoky Mountain Blades, which I drove past that on the way to where I'm staying my first day, so 2 days ago. And I saw chainmail armor in the window. So we're gonna go look at that. And then Morton's Antiques. That's kind of all I want to do, but we'll see what else I see. I'm leaving downtown way sooner than I thought I would. It's not even 12 o'clock yet, but I feel like I've seen all I needed to see. I didn't make it to the antique store because I spent a little bit too much money at this handmade pottery studio. I was like, I just don't need to spend any more money. So I didn't make it down there. Cold, and I feel like the other stores that I didn't make it to, it wasn't anything that I would buy. It was just like pointless, cheap stuff, and I don't want to look through that. So I'm gonna go fill up on gas. I just got back to my car. Oh my god, my lips are struggling to move. I'm gonna go fill up on gas, and then we're gonna be driving for the next couple hours. I did bring my Kindle too, so maybe we'll end up parking up somewhere and just like reading there for a little bit. We're gonna go explore. Once I get back to where I'm staying, I will show you guys everything that I got. I went into that Mystic place and you weren't allowed to film in there, so I didn't film anything in there. All the stuff in there is made by, I believe, a bunch of local artists. They just didn't want anybody copying anything, so they were like, no photos, no video. I was like, okay. I did buy some earrings from there, and I bought some small gifts for Georgia and Taylor. And then in the pottery studio, I bought myself a couple things that I've been looking for, a couple kitchen things, and then I think I'm gonna end up keeping at least 2 of the coasters, maybe all of the coasters, because I don't have any coasters in my house, and I need to stop using napkins because it's ruining my furniture. And I bought 2 mugs. I want to keep one of the mugs so bad, but I should probably give it away as a Christmas gift. And then I know for certain one of the other mugs is a Christmas gift for my grandma. I did also pop into a store and get some hand warmers. They had a bunch of gloves, but the thing is like, I have gloves at my house. I don't need to buy more gloves. Let's shut this. So, where are my hand warmers? Where are they? Oh my gosh. It's a 2-pack. I cannot feel my fingers. Last year, I just bought a handmade crochet pair of mittens, and I just like don't need to buy another pair, so this is gonna make do. I guess I can turn my car on too. This entire week is just all about pivoting. We're pivoting again because I was gonna drive the 441. I believe that's the name of the road that goes from Gatlinburg like through the Smoky Mountains towards North Carolina. That's where all of the lookout points that I had saved were at. I saved 4 different ones and they were all on the freaking 441. The 441 is closed. So I just drove 30 minutes through the Great Smokies towards Townsend, I think that's the name of the city. I have no service. I've just been driving. No overlooks. I just kept going with the road that was open. And I was like, maybe I'll come across an overlook. No. I pulled over on the side of the road to come look at this river that is behind me. It's over here. It's like down there. So let's go. I don't know what this river is. I've kind of been following it this entire route that I've been driving, but it's so beautiful. I love a river. I'm loving the trees. I thought that a lot more of the leaves would be on the trees, but I think the snowstorm yesterday definitely got rid of most of the leaves that were like orange and yellow. Did just find a little bit of a lookout. I'm still not able to see this. I don't know what that large mountain is. Right, hold on. Let me get my finger. Okay, I don't know where it's at on the camera, but there's this large mountain behind some trees right here. I got these moon earrings at the Mystic Moon. I haven't been wearing studs for a very long time. I have 2 piercings in both of my ears, and I don't know what happened to my studs. I lost them months ago, and I just haven't been wearing any, and I saw these, and I was like, oh, they're cute. And I've been liking mixing metals. I always kind of like mixing metals. Gold doesn't look spectacularly better than silver on me, and silver doesn't look spectacularly better than gold. They both kind of look the same on me. I also have been trying to think if I want to switch this to silver. I don't know. We'll keep it. I like mixing regardless. At the checkout in the Mystic Moon, they had these, they're like good luck pocket things. She called them something specific and I just can't remember. I got this one for myself and it has a moon and a star on it. And then on the back it says dream. And this one's like focused on manifesting and dreaming big and also for good luck. And I'm a big manifester. I'm a big daydreamer. You guys gotta daydream more. You gotta go frolic in the woods and daydream more because it's fun, it's entertaining, and also daydreaming is my form of manifestation as well. Dream big, guys. Got this so I can continue to dream big. And then I saw these 2 and I was like, oh, let me just get one for Taylor and then one for Georgia. They're specifically good luck charms that you keep in your pocket or your wallet or your purse. I just got 2 of the same ones and I'm gonna give one to each of them for Christmas or next time that I see them. I got 4 coasters. They're all just green and handmade and very, very simple. I do not have coasters in my home. I've been waiting to find handmade ones or vintage ones. And I saw these and my house has so many green touches throughout it. I was like, this is perfect. And then the other thing that I bought for myself is this spoon holder that goes next to your stove. I've been wanting to thrift an antique one. I've only seen a couple so far and they were really expensive for no reason. And I was like, wait, what the heck? It has different colors on it. I don't know if that was the intention to have different colors or if like this orange is supposed to be there, but I like the kind of discoloration of it. And I just think it's super unique. This is the one that I bought for my grandma. It is so beautiful. And the glaze on it is just gorgeous. And then this other one, I was like, I can buy it and maybe give it to someone else. That's why I got it. But the more that I'm thinking about it, the more I just want to keep it for myself. There was this bear collection in there
No, guys, I think I might have to keep this. It has this little bear on. I think I have to keep this one for myself, actually. They also had the cutest bowl, which I think I got some footage in there, and you might have seen it already. And this little bear who's hanging on the side. Okay, I'm keeping this for myself. It's official. She's mine. Lastly, I got my mom a magnet because she likes to receive a magnet from everywhere that I go. Everywhere that I frolic, she wants a magnet. And then I got myself a magnet since I went in the Great Smokies. I'm back earlier than intended. It's like 3 o'clock. I'm just gonna keep reading. I'm 100 pages into Lost Gods, and it's so good so far. There's this, I guess I could say, plot twist towards the beginning of the book that had me like, iconic. I was literally like, Brahm, you genius. Like, this was so good and so well done. And Chet is already in hell looking for this key to help save his wife-to-be and their baby. He's already there. So it's like kicking it into high gear with this book. Jumps into everything very, very quickly. I missed Brahm's writing. It's been about a year since I've read a book by Brahm, and there's something about his writing that I just love so much. It's so immersive, and it's kind of the best kind of horror. His descriptions and the way he describes characters is also very well done. I don't have a visual memory, but it's almost like I'm able to visualize exactly what he's writing. I'm also like currently thinking about Dead of Winter, and I'm wanting to do a reread of that. I saw the snowy mountaintops and I was like, oh, Dead of Winter is calling my name. If you want to get into horror, especially with winter coming, it's still fall, but with winter coming, read Dead of Winter. I love that book so much, and I, again, saw the snowy mountaintops today, and I was like, I want to read a book just like that. Just like that. People stranded in the snow, in the mountains, and stuff going wrong. Ooh, there's something about that vibe, because there's like the potential hypothermia, but also there's nowhere to run, nowhere to escape. There's trees everywhere, there's snow everywhere, you're freezing. I like that vibe in a book. A lot. I've only read one book with that vibe. If you know of any others that have that vibe, let me know. Hi, Editing Heather here. I never come on here and I'm like, oh my gosh, excuse the way I look in this clip. Oh my god, guys, I look so ugly. Excuse the way I look because I'm a human being and I really don't give a I do look like all these different variations sometimes, okay? I can't always be sexy and beautiful, you know? But I am coming on here to say that in the next clip you're about to see, I don't think I look I'm not coming on here to be like, I look so ugly. I look deceased. I look ill. I don't know if I forgot to put on fucking chapstick that morning or what. I look white as a ghost. I was also wearing white, so it didn't help. So anyways, I do look like a corpse and like I'm nearing my deathbed in the next couple minutes of clips. So just know I'm okay and I made it out alive, and I color on my cheeks again suddenly. I need to check out by 10 a.m. today. Therefore, I don't plan to leave until 9:45. I'm gonna be soaking up my time here. I am going to read for the next hour. I've made it to part 3 of this book. They've been in hell for a bit, just going through trying to find a person who has the key. Along the way so far, they've met Yevabog. Well, first off, let me show you a couple of the characters I've already been introduced to. So we've met Davy and Billy. That's Davy and Billy. Davy and Billy. We've met Yevabog, and we've met the Red Lady and Velis down there. Right now, Chet and someone he met down there, Anna, who's kind of going along with him on this journey. They just killed one of Velis's horses, so now they're slaves to Velis. And I'm at part 3, so part 3 is probably about to take me on a journey of them being a slave to Velis and trying to get away to get this key. Up, ready to go, and that concludes this little spur of the moment solo trip. I had a fun time. I love the Great Smoky Mountains. I've never been here before. They're so beautiful. I wish I could have seen a little bit more, but as I was driving back to where I'm staying yesterday, I found a couple other pull-off spots and I was like, wait, I'm able to see the mountains fine. Like, this is great. But I do wish I could have gone down the 441. I got almost to my reading goal, 223 pages into the book. I've already said this over and over again, but I'm loving this book. It's been very good. I am hitting the part of the solo trip where I'm starting to overthink everything in my life. So it's a good thing I'm going home today, going back to get into my routine. I miss my kids. I don't have to get Phineas until tomorrow, actually, because I was planning on flying back in from Oregon late tonight. So I get to see Olive tonight, Phineas tomorrow. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for coming along with me to the Great Smoky Mountains, to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I had a lot of fun, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.